Shockwaves at the Blaugrana training camp. Stunning news hits Camp Nou. A Barcelona defender is reportedly set to pack his bags right after the opening clash against Mallorca. A farewell shrouded in mystery leaves fans asking what's really behind this shocking decision. Temperature drops drastically at Camp Nou. A heart-stopping moment for Barcelona fans. Hansi Flick spotted giving an icy greeting to one of the club's biggest stars. A sign of tension hanging thick in the air sparks wild speculation. Is a storm about to erupt in the dressing room? Green light from the Spanish football gods. La Liga officially grants the long-awaited approval Barcelona has been desperate for. The summer transfer gates swing wide open as Camp Nou prepares to welcome a wave of new stars ready to reshape the La Liga landscape. A decision shaking the football world. This Barcelona star has officially answered the call to return to the international stage. Burning determination, roaring ambition, and a vow to raise his nation's flag on the world stage leaves fans on edge, eager for the maestro's grand comeback. Shockwaves at the Blaugrana training camp. Stunning news hits Camp Nou. A Barcelona defender is reportedly set to pack his bags right after the opening clash against Mallorca. A farewell shrouded in mystery leaves fans asking what's really behind this shocking decision.
Barcelona were recently rocked by the departure of veteran defender Íñigo Martínez, who was a linchpin in Hansi Flick's setup last season. Martinez's exit has left the Barcelona defense significantly weakened. However, the club are bracing themselves for more departures in defense this month. Hector Fort's future, in particular, has been in focus as the Spaniard doesn't appear to have any future at Barcelona, at least in the short run. Fort has been linked with a loan move away from Barcelona throughout this month and has no shortage of suitors either. According to Diario Sport, Fort will decide his next destination following Barcelona's La Liga opener against Mallorca. The fullback has several offers on the table, including from La Liga rivals and clubs abroad such as Paris FC. However, Mallorca, previously one of the favorites to land him, have seen their chances fade due to the player's preferences. The 19-year-old was promoted to the first team in Xavi Hernandez's final season, impressing with his versatility on both flanks. But his role diminished sharply under Flick, who has preferred Jules Koundé and Eric Garcia in the fullback role during preseason, leaving Fort with limited minutes. Barcelona still rate Fort highly and are open to either a straight loan or a transfer with a high percentage of rights retained and a buyback clause. The priority is to ensure regular game time for the youngster so his development is not stalled. His exit will not significantly impact Barcelona's salary limit, though, as he remains contracted to Barca Athletic. With only Inaki Pena and Oriol Romeu's situations left unresolved, Ford's departure would mark one of the final squad adjustments before the transfer window closes.
Temperature drops drastically at Camp Nou. A heart-stopping moment for Barcelona fans. Hansi Flick spotted giving an icy greeting to one of the club's biggest stars. A sign of tension hanging thick in the air sparks wild speculation. Is a storm about to erupt in the dressing room?
Barcelona head coach Hansi Flick was spotted in what is described as a cold exchange with Marc-Andre ter Stegen this past weekend. This came during the Blaugrana's annual speeches to the crowd at the Joan Gamper Trophy match. Barca of course locked horns with Serie A outfit Como in the Gamper on Sunday, ultimately emerging on the right side of a dominant 5-0 result. The aforementioned ter Stegen, for his part, played no part in the matchup, fresh off undergoing surgery on his back. After being reinstated as club captain last week, though, the German did address the crowd and in altogether positive fashion. As alluded to above, though, such enthusiasm, in his exchange with Ter Stegen at least, was not at all shared by manager Hansi Flick. As per a report from Diario AS, the noise has passed and respect has returned, for now. But the matter remains. Flick's coldness in his greeting with the goalkeeper was evident.
Green light from the Spanish football gods. La Liga officially grants the long-awaited approval Barcelona has been desperate for. The summer transfer gates swing wide open as Camp Nou prepares to welcome a wave of new stars ready to reshape the La Liga landscape.
Barcelona have majorly struggled to register any new additions over the course of the summer so far, but that is about to change. As things stand, Hansi Flick will not be able to count on Joan Garcia, Wojciech Szczesny, Marcus Rashford, and multiple others for Saturday's trip to Mallorca, although at least one of them will now be able to travel to Son Moix. Despite selling a number of players during the ongoing transfer window, Barcelona have not yet been able to register new signings Garcia and Rashford, and the same goes for Szczesny and Gerard Martin, both of whom have signed new contracts in the last 6 months. However, in the case of the former Espanyol goalkeeper, he will soon be on La Liga's books. Last week, Barcelona submitted to use 80% of Marc-Andre Ter Stegen's salary to register Garcia, with the German goalkeeper having U-turned on his decision not to sign the necessary documentation that the club had planned to submit to La Liga. And despite growing concerns within Can Barça over the wait time for the La Liga's decision, it has been decided that Barcelona's request has been approved by the La Liga Medical Committee, as reported by MD. And in the next 24 hours, the Catalan club will confirm use the salary space freed up to register Garcia, who will be Flick's starting goalkeeper against Mallorca. Barcelona can breathe a sigh of relief now that they can register Garcia, but there is still plenty of work to be done. At this stage, it is very unlikely that Rashford and Szczesny will be eligible to face Mallorca on Saturday, and time is running out to create the necessary salary space to register both players. For now, it remains to be seen whether these can get over the line in the next 72 hours.
A decision shaking the football world. This Barcelona star has officially answered the call to return to the international stage. Burning determination, roaring ambition, and a vow to raise his nation's flag on the world stage leaves fans on edge, eager for the maestro's grand comeback.
Barcelona star Lewandowski has given his word to Jan Orban regarding his plans to return to the Poland national team setup. That's according to the tactician himself, who this week provided an update on the situation of the 36-year-old. Lewandowski, of course, shocked the masses earlier this summer in revealing his decision to make himself unavailable for international duty moving forward. As much came after the veteran frontman was stripped of the captain's armband by then-manager Michał Probierz. The Polish FA from here quickly made the call to dismiss Probierz from his place on the country's bench. After being named as the Eagles' new boss, the aforementioned Jan Orban in turn quickly set about convincing Lewandowski to return. And as alluded to above, if the latest comments laid out by Orban himself are to go by, then such endeavors appear to have proven successful. Speaking during a radio appearance on Wednesday, in quotes relayed by Diario Sport, Poland's headmaster confirmed, "I spoke to Robert Lewandowski on the phone and asked him if he wanted to come back. He said yes, so we have taken a step forward."